Kim Jong-un stunned as Russian tanks sent by Vladimir Putin to North Korea border. Russian tanks and soldiers are hurtling towards the border of North Korea as war fears continue to rage with Kim Jong-un. Vladimir Putin's forces have been caught on camera heading towards the nation's 11-mile frontier with the DPRK. Video shows a train packed with military equipment allegedly hurtling towards the border with the rogue state. Russia's actions come as tensions rage between North Korea and the U.S. amid fears war could explode in the Korean Peninsula. Other footage shows Russian military helicopters stepping up patrols, while combat vehicles rumble near the frontier with North Korea. Russian military command did not comment on the troop movements, but experts believe the forces will be on hand if conflict erupts between Kim and U.S. President Donald Trump. A flood of refugees would be expected from the beggar kingdom, heading for China, South Korea and Russia, should the U.S. launch a preemptive strike against Pyongyang. Putin's government has called for calm as the crisis in the region worsens, with the USS Carl Vinson strike group now heading for North Korea. Military veteran Stanislav Sinitsyn called the movements a preventative by necessary measure. He said, if the situation worsens, especially related to military events, the armed forces of all the neighboring countries obviously monitor it more closely, and we are no exception. It is not the first time that North Korea has broken the peace in the region, that's why this situation deserves attention. Troops and tank movements have been spotted in the region over the past few weeks, according to reports. North Korea expert Konstantin Asmolov said, should the U.S. strike with missiles at North Korea's nuclear facilities, a radioactive cloud will reach Vladivostok within 2 hours. Asmolov, from the Russian Far Eastern Institute, warned that in the event of full-scale war hungry asylum seekers will flood into Russia. Meanwhile, China is reported to be bolstering its borders amid fears of a refugee crisis sparked by an attack on North Korea by the U.S. Putin's diplomats blocked a UN condemnation of Pyongyang's latest failed missile launch, which would demand no further tests. Russia wanted to include language contained in a previous statement stressing the need to achieve a solution through dialogue amid fears of war. Moscow's Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov said, unfortunately, we have to admit that the risk of a serious conflict in this region has substantially increased. He called for a demonstration of responsibility from all sides to avoid escalation.